The moon cast an eerie glow over the blood-red lake, its surface reflecting a hauntingly beautiful crimson hue. Amara stood at the water's edge, her heart pounding as she gazed into the depths. She had heard the legends of this cursed place, where the waters whispered secrets and the shadows seemed to move of their own accord. Tonight she would discover the truth. Aric, her loyal companion, stood a few paces behind her, his eyes scanning the dark forest that bordered the lake. "Are you sure about this, Amara?" he asked, his voice tinged with concern. She nodded, determined to uncover the mystery that had plagued her dreams for weeks. As they ventured closer to the lake, Caius, a scholar of ancient lore, joined them. He carried a worn, leather-bound book filled with cryptic symbols and ominous prophecies. "This place holds many secrets," Caius muttered, flipping through the pages. "We must be cautious." Suddenly, the water began to ripple, and a figure emerged from the depths. It was Ondine, the ethereal guardian of the lake. Her translucent form glowed with an otherworldly light, and her eyes held a sorrowful wisdom. "You seek answers," she whispered, her voice echoing in the still night air. "But beware, for the truth may bind you to this place forever." A chill ran down Amara's spine as she listened to Ondine's warning. Yet her resolve only grew stronger. With a deep breath, she stepped into the water, feeling the cold embrace of the lake as it welcomed her. The journey had begun. As Amara ventured deeper into the lake, the water's temperature dropped sharply, and the darkness seemed to close in around her. Aric and Caius followed cautiously, their breaths visible in the chilling air. Ondine moved gracefully, her form shimmering like a ghostly beacon. Strange whispers echoed from the depths, speaking in a language that seemed older than time itself. Amara felt a pull, drawing her towards the center of the lake. "We must stay together," she urged, her voice trembling. The group pressed on, their determination unwavering despite the growing sense of dread. The deeper they went, the more the landscape around them changed. The forest seemed to twist and writhe, as if alive with dark energy. Shadows danced and flickered, and eerie lights appeared in the distance. Caius consulted his book, his expression growing more concerned with each passing moment. Suddenly, a massive shadow emerged from the depths, blocking their path. It was a monstrous creature, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. Ondine stepped forward, raising her hands in a gesture of peace. "This creature is bound to the lake just as I am," she explained. "It will not harm us if we show no fear." Despite her words, the tension was palpable. The creature watched them with unblinking eyes, its presence a constant reminder of the dangers they faced. Amara took a deep breath, her resolve hardening. "We have come this far," she said. "We cannot turn back now." As they pressed forward, the whispers grew louder, and the water around them began to bubble and churn. Amara felt a powerful force pulling her towards the center of the lake. She knew they were close to uncovering the lake's dark secret. The monstrous creature continued to watch them, its eyes glowing brighter. Ondine spoke softly to it in an ancient tongue, and slowly it began to retreat, allowing them to pass. The group moved forward, hearts pounding with a mix of fear and anticipation. Suddenly they reached a small island in the middle of the lake. In the center stood an ancient, crumbling altar covered in strange symbols. Caius examined the altar, his eyes wide with realization. "This is it," he whispered, "the source of the lake's curse." As Amara approached the altar, a wave of dark energy surged from it, knocking her to the ground. She struggled to her feet, feeling the curse's power trying to consume her. "We must destroy it," she shouted, determination burning in her eyes. With Aric and Caius by her side, Amara channeled all her strength into breaking the altar. The dark energy fought back, but their combined willpower began to crack the ancient stone. Finally, with a deafening roar, the altar shattered, releasing a burst of light that illuminated the entire lake. The light from the shattered altar spread across the lake, dispelling the darkness and calming the churning waters. Amara, Aric, and Caius stood in awe as the curse that had plagued the lake for centuries began to lift. Ondine smiled, her form becoming more solid and human-like. The monstrous creature that had guarded the lake now looked peaceful, its eyes losing their malevolent glow. It nodded to Ondine before slowly submerging back into the depths, its duty fulfilled. The whispers that once filled the air were now replaced by a serene silence. Amara felt a sense of relief wash over her, but she knew their journey wasn't over yet. They needed to ensure the curse was truly broken, and that it wouldn't return. Caius consulted his book once more, confirming that the destruction of the altar had indeed ended the curse. As they made their way back to the shore, the forest that had once seemed twisted and alive with dark energy now appeared normal, though still eerie in the moonlight. Aric noticed that the blood-red hue of the lake was fading, turning back into a deep, tranquil blue. Ondine accompanied them to the edge of the lake, her gratitude evident in her eyes. "You have freed this place and me," she said softly. "But remember, the darkness always lingers somewhere. Stay vigilant." With that, she vanished into the mist, leaving the group to reflect on their harrowing adventure. As the group reached the shore, the first rays of dawn began to break through the horizon. The lake, now a serene blue, mirrored the pastel hues of the morning sky. Amara, Aric and Caius stood together, taking in the peaceful scene, a stark contrast to the night's horrors. Amara felt a profound sense of accomplishment and peace, though the weight of Ondine's words lingered in her mind. The lake was no longer a place of fear and darkness, but its history would never be forgotten. She vowed to remain vigilant against the darkness that always threatened to return. Aric and Caius shared a moment of quiet reflection, grateful for their survival and the bonds forged through their ordeal. They knew their lives would be forever changed by this experience, and a silent understanding passed between them. They would continue to seek out and confront the unknown. The villagers, who had once feared the lake, slowly began to emerge from the forest, their faces showing a mix of awe and trepidation. Amara addressed them, sharing the tale of their journey and the truth behind the lake's curse. The villagers listened intently, their fear gradually giving way to hope. With the curse lifted, life around the lake began to flourish once more. Nature reclaimed the land, and a new sense of harmony was restored. The echoes of the blood-red lake would remain a haunting memory, a reminder of the darkness that once was, but now a symbol of hope and renewal.